that slipping seat post. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so from what I know, right, according to Vincent, I'm the only person in Singapore that has this constant issue. Overseas, there are a lot of people on forums or whatever saying that there is this slipping seat post issue. I have tried everything. Right? Carbon paste. Not every, but a lot of carbon paste brands. I have tried it. It doesn't work. It still slips. Like if you go through a very, very hard bump, it will just drop like 1 mm, 2 mm. And it's freaking irritating. It's irritating because...
I can imagine.
Yeah. And like, I kind of have a black tape somewhere there just so that like, I know whether my seat post slips or not. Like, it has come to that point.
Okay, we've got Marco. Marco, you have your own YouTube channel, Marco Rides or Cycles again?
Marco Cycles, sorry.
We are finally going to be interviewed by the one and only Oompa Loompa Cycling. It took way too long. It was supposed to be done in like February. I'm now here. Yay. Yay. We finally made it. See you guys inside.
Welcome to the channel.
Welcome, thank you.
I've seen you so many times. First time we met was on TMCR. You were quite active on my Discord channel.
Yes.
The last time you came was on Nat's interview. You came to support him.
Correct.
Yeah, again, welcome. We've got a SEKA here. I think this is the second SEKA that I've filmed. The first one was, I think, rather popular at that time when the SEKA first came out.
The blue one, right?
The blue.
Yeah,
no, was it blue or purple? Dark blue.
Dark blue, yes.
Blue, right?
Correct.
Do you consider yourself a YouTuber?
No. I consider myself as someone who just films his rides. Yeah, because I think YouTuber to me is like someone who makes a living out of it like full time. So it's just kind of an entertainment thing, just for fun. Yeah. But it kind of has helped me in a way to build like your confidence. I think you would probably know also, like talking to a camera really isn't easy.
Yeah.
So after a while, it really got a lot easier talking to people and all this.
Initially, I was quite frightened of like my own camera and stuff.
Right.
After a while, you kind of ignore what's around you.
Yeah, you really do. You really do. You just ignore what people look at you.
Yeah. Anyway, today we've got an interesting episode because the last time we met at, I can't remember where we met. We were talking about your bike and then you were telling me of all the issues. Even on Discord, we have this discussion. Everyone was like just roasting you about it. We've got a lot of roast from people on Discord and everyone.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we will get there. And before that, let's talk about your riding history. How long COVID cyclist or not?
Pre-COVID, it was really like I started on fixie and then COVID hit. So I guess COVID cyclist, not really. Kind of thing. Yeah.
So from fixie, why did you go get into road biking?
Because TMCR, I couldn't catch my friends. And then it's like everyone around you has road bikes. Then I was the only guy on fixed. So I was like, I FOMO, I like fear of missing out.
Right.
So I decided to like, I'm just going to go and buy a road bike.
Okay.
So that's why I jumped into it.
Is this the one?
No. Previously was a Canyon Ultimate. It was in grey. I think that was what we were supposed to interview back then.
Oh, right.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So after that, I decided to sell it away because I managed to sell it off at a good price. Then I bought this. And it's also because I saw the guy with the blue SEKA. So that was like, I wanted the blue SEKA. But then it's like, there were two versions. So SEKA has the normal one and the RDC one. So that was the normal one. Then I was like, I'm going to top up another $400 more for 300 gram of weight saving. So I decided to buy the RDC.
Okay.
Yeah, which is this one.
And how long did you own that Canyon Ultimate?
3 years. I owned it for two and a half, close to 3.
And you wanted the SEKA after watching my video, or you already had it behind your mind?
I had it in my mind. And then after that, it was like a lot of people online started to post about SEKA. And then like your video also came out. Then it's just a lot of accumulation. Then I was like, okay, jump, go.
Yeah, and I think when the Exceed came out, right, everyone was saying that it looks like a Factor. The Austro, right?
Austrovam.
Austrovam, which I roasted Taha, who was on the previous guest on that show.
Because everyone says it looks super nice.
That's because it looks like a Factor Austrovam.
But I spent a quarter of the price, right? So who's laughing out?
And I see it looks like a Austro. I mean, obviously some parts are different, like the seat stays. This one is much more chunkier compared to the Austro. And you think that it looks like?
I think it does, but then again, every bike currently coming out from the market looks more or less similar.
Like each other.
Yeah, because it's all about the UCI regulations, right? So more or less it's gonna look similar or not. So whatever lah.
What initially attracted you to this bike?
Price.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I bought this. Okay, Singapore is selling 3.4K for the frame alone. How much is the LSL7 frame? What, 8,000? Yeah. So it's like if I'm gonna pay inferior version of SL7 for almost 1/3 of the price.
Yeah.
Why not?
And when I first laid my hands on a SEKA was when I interviewed Jack from the Bike Doctors.
Correct.
I'm not sure if he's still in the business, but I heard he's no longer carrying SEKA in Singapore.
Okay.
And when he brought the whole SEKA to me, and then it was the frame only, it looks really nice. And at that time, I think he was the only one doing it. Now it's Right in Style,
Yes.
Vincent, right? I met him once, and you didn't get it from him.
No, I didn't.
And you got it. Let's talk about buying process.
Okay.
Because I do get a lot of email queries asking me like, how can I get a SEKA? I remember Tahat said there was this other website that Cycling 100 or something.
Yeah.
Cycling 100.
So Cycling 100, I think, was the initial platform because all the Australians started to buy from there. Then it started to have a lot of issues. So I decided to take advantage of this thing called Taobao. Yeah.
Sorry, can I just stop you there? What were the issues?
Warranty issues, delivery issues, from what I heard of lah. So a lot of them, they said like once they purchased and then Cycling 100 went they just went missing. So no updates on when the delivery was coming. And SEKA is on a pre-order basis. So like they have no idea when the bike was coming. So it was like playing blind box, I guess.
And where is Cycling 100 from? China?
I have no idea, honestly. Yeah, I know it's just a site lah that I think a lot of Australians started to use it.
Right.
So I think that's where the popularity came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did your research, you knew you were not going to buy from Cycling
No, I
100
wasn't.
after hearing all this.
Correct.
So then you went to Taobao.
Yes, because they had a SEKA direct store there. So I was like, I'm just going to buy from them directly lah.
Right. And is there a price difference buying it from Cycling 100 or Taobao?
Yes. So I think Cycling 100's pricing is similar to Singapore's current pricing, which is about 3.4K, 3.5. I bought from Taobao for about 2.9.
Oh, it's actually even cheaper.
Yeah, so it's like $600 difference, but yeah, it's a lot cheaper lah.
Yeah. What about Vincent? How much is he selling it for?
I think it's about 3.4 also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were referring to
Correct. I was referring to
him.
Vincent.
Okay. Cool. And in terms of colors, bike sizing, how did you derive, to this one?
Play a guessing game, I guess.
Okay, how tall are you and what's your inseam?
I'm 183, last measured. I think my inseam was about 86, 87. Yeah, so I based it off my previous bike, which was a Canyon M. So like Canyon website got this calculator kind of thing. Just put your height, put your inseam, and then they give you a recommended sizing. So from there, I took the geometry and then I compared it to this bike's geometry. Then I was like, okay, it's similar. Bye.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how I managed to get this sizing.
Is this the size for you? Or you think you could have gotten longer, bigger, smaller?
I could have gotten a shorter stem.
Shorter stem? How long is this stem?
100, if I'm not wrong. Yes.
Then
100.
the bike is too big for you lah.
But the frame is like, not really. Because essentially the frame is, okay, then again, I haven't gone for a bike fit, right? So, yeah. soon. I'm waiting for government to give me money then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you CDC voucher here or not?
Can you see DC voucher here? NS money. Oh, okay. Maybe soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then L, how long did it take for it to arrive? And yeah, let me ask that question first.
About 1.5 months, 2 months.
It's quite long.
Okay, because I think they have a pre-order period. So like they have a time where they will only ship like maybe in January, March, June or something like that.
And that was clear on their website.
No. But from what I inferred from whatever the people were saying, because they were saying like, oh, this is a pre-order basis. And considering that Cycling 100 was also doing pre-order, so I guess this was what I inferred.
So you had no idea how long it would come? Or you already inferred this before buying?
I already inferred before I bought. Then
Okay.
I asked the guy, I was like, how long will this take? Then he was like, 2 months? 1 month?
Okay.
Yeah, about 1.5 months.
Right.
I was like, okay, and then buy.
Right. And color, what's the inspiration behind this? What color choices did it come in? And
I know that they come in green and black, red and black.
For the
Then
non-RDC, right?
for this one,
Is this, sorry, RDC?
this RDC.
For the
correct.
RDC version.
Yes.
And the non-RDC comes in a different set of colors.
Yeah, correct.
And can you custom, you
No,
know, because I
can't.
know a lot of China bikes you can like.
You
kinda
can't custom
play
the
with
colors. Yeah. But now I think they have like a wider range of loud colors.
Hmm.
It's really like the colors are really, really quite nice now.
Okay. And a silly question, but in terms of RDC and non-RDC, it's just like S-Works specialized.
I guess in a sense, yeah.
And how much more are you paying for the RDC version?
I think local pricing, right? The non-RDC is about 2.8 and then the RDC version is about 3.2, 3.3.
Okay.
So it's about 500.
And you pay mainly for weight savings and stiffer,
Yeah.
better carbon.
Marketing. I pay for marketing.
You pay for
Yeah, I
marketing.
give it
Okay.
for marketing and numbers.
Right. How long have you owned this one already?
It's about 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, 6
Quite new.
Yes. Very new.
Should we talk about issues now, or we want to talk about that later? That's the interesting part, actually.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Okay. Let's leave it for the last.
Sure.
Run us through the setup and why you got them.
Okay. So, frame is because I've ridden my friend's SL7 S-Works. So a lot of people say this is similar, right? When I got it, I feel like it's 80% there. So I was like, okay, I was satisfied with the frame, and that's why I bought it lah. For my group set, it's an 11-speed. What's that? Di2 Ultegra. It's an 11-speed Di2 Ultegra. Yeah. So why I got it is because I don't need 12-speed. Yeah.
Was that the time 12-speed was already out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It just came out. I think it was 2.8 for 12-speed Ultegra. And then I got this from one of my friends for 1.6. So I was like, that's $1,200 off. Then I can take that 1,200 to buy my wheels. Right. So then the wheels is because nobody uses parkours in Singapore, I think. At least I don't see it on the road. They used to have a store and then it closed down because of COVID. So now it's like a rare thing. And I bought it used also. So the total was like 6,000.
Total of this bike.
Yeah, about 6,000.
Saddle. This is a Pro Stealth.
Yes, Pro Stealth.
Why?
Just because. I haven't found a saddle that truly fits in that sense. So my previous saddle was a Selle Italia. I didn't like it because the top wasn't like padding. It was like hard rubber. So I hated that saddle. Then I saw Melvin Tan uses this saddle. Then he was like saying, this saddle very good, this saddle very good. Then I was like, okay, this saddle very good. Try.
That's a true influencer lah.
No, yeah, that's a true influencer, right? But I was like, try or why not? Why not just try, right? Then it kind of has been an on-off for me, this saddle. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't hurt. But overall, it's quite nice.
That's weird though. Like, why would it? It either hurts or it doesn't hurt. It's weird that sometimes it hurts and sometimes it doesn't.
If I know, I would have changed, right? No, but I really have no idea why. Maybe back fit.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, but it's generally a nice saddle. A lot of people who have used it, and even this is the older Stealth. So there's a newer Stealth. So I have also tried the newer Stealth, and it's really quite nice. But the newer Stealth is like $200, and I didn't want to bomb $200 on a saddle at that time.
Tip. Saddle, right? Just like stem
Okay.
lengths. I would always recommend people to, I mean, other people might have different opinions, but I would suggest people to buy secondhand
Correct.
and try it out if it works, right? If it does, or you can come for a bike fit and where he has an array of saddles for you to come.
Test saddles.
For you to come and test. I mean, obviously you test it out lah, and because you can't just look at it and think that it looks nice and then you buy it. It just doesn't fit your ass, right?
This saddle was also secondhand. So I
Yeah.
got it for about $80. I think the retail is about 180.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of fits.
Exactly. So if it works, then you go for the high end one if you want.
Correct.
Then you splurge $300-$400 by whatever.
If it doesn't work, then
at least you can just throw it off or
then
like
just try
sell it
another
out.
one. Exactly.
Right.
That was also my thinking.
Mm.
So I was like, just buy cheap, try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then just try another one.
Yeah, because I think the problem now is I don't know if it's a problem, but there's just way too many choices out there. Good and bad, I guess.
Yes,
Like if this one doesn't work, at least you have another choice. But then again, where do you start?
correct. I
Right.
think that's a very big issue also. Like,
Yeah.
where do you start?
Okay. Performance. Let's talk about frame performance. How would you say this bike performs before we go into the ugly?
Okay.
This is your chance to balance the ugly out first.
Can, no worries. I think overall, okay, I'm not a fast climber and I'm not a fast rider. So I can't really push the bike to like 50, 60 km per hour. But from what I know is that I weigh 83 kilos. And if this thing, no matter how much I like shake the bike, how much I toss it up a climb and it doesn't flex, I think that's good enough for me. Because it climbs extremely well. It just keeps wanting you to go. And like even on flats, you don't really feel like it's pulling you back. Because I rode older Ultimate, which was classified as an all-rounder, but it was more towards a climbing bike. And the jump from that to this, you could feel like, okay, this bike wants to really hold its speed. It really can hold its speed. So like for numbers wise, this morning I was holding 40 km per hour, about 200 watts. Yeah.
Would you be holding this bike for long? Keeping this bike for long?
If it doesn't cause me any more issues, yes. Purposely one, right? If it doesn't cause me any more issues, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the sad part.
Okay. Any more chance for you to even this out before you get roasted in the comments?
Sadly,
Like Marco only got bad things to say about this bike, nothing good to say.
No, it really is a very, very nice bike. Like anyone who I have
Don't have to sugarcoat, you know.
Yeah, really. Like I don't sugarcoat this. No, but recently I have a lot of friends asking me like, should I buy a Cannondale or should I buy a SEKA? Then I'll be very upfront and say, I have never ridden a Cannondale, but the SEKA is cheaper and it's really very good. Like I have thrown everything at this bike and it could go, like it could just go. So I really think it's very, very nice. Especially the ride feel. It doesn't feel, roads that previously were very uncomfortable for me became slightly less uncomfortable.
What if I say, or I give you the chance to ride a high-end bike?
Okay.
Not to say your bike is not high-end, like extremely high-end, you pay a lot of money for it. Will you still then say that, go for the SEKA, don't have to pay so much for that, expensive bike?
Yes. Yes, I will. Because the thing is, I think overall, to me, the bike isn't the problem. It's always don't blame the game, blame the player, right? So even if you were to give me Chinertown, Dogma F, that's like 20,000. Okay. But this is 3,000. Like if you think about it, it's like 15,000 frame, $3,000 frame. That's 5 times. I can buy 5 of these. And I personally have not ridden Pinas before. So I can't say whether like it's a very big difference. But if you were to tell me numbers wise, I would still say this is better.
After you've graduated, you've earned some money, and if you buy an expensive Dogma bike, I'll play this video back to you.
Hopefully I don't buy a Dogma. Hopefully.
Okay.
Not really keen also.
Alright, okay, cool. You say now only lah, after that you'll change your mind, man.
Maybe after that they come out with F15 or what, then buy already what? Nobody will have Dogma already.
Okay, wheels. Performance.
Okay. Wheels performance, I've only used 2 wheels ever. So previously was the Winspace Hypers and then now this. Any difference? Can't really tell. Just wheels.
Are they both the same price or more or less?
I got this second hand, so it was cheaper. I got this for about 1,000. Whereas the Winspace one, I bought it full price, about 1.6. Yeah.
Okay.
This definitely is easier to accelerate because that was a 65 and this is a 50 and 54.
Okay, I think that's about it. I've got a lot of questions here, which will address some of your rants that you would like to say on camera.
Sure.
Anything else you want to say first before I move there?
Sadly, no.
Sadly, no. Okay.
Sadly, no.
Let's go to the IG Q&A.
More interested in this.
Okay, let's start with the good ones.
Okay, sure.
Difficult to roast someone for only spending 6,000. Because in the IG story, it's like, ask roast or question.
Okay.
So that's why this guy, Josh, who came on my show before.
Can.
Difficult to roast someone for only spending 6,000. What's your comment to that?
Can I roast him back?
Do you know who he is?
No.
Yeah, but go ahead and roast him.
But I no money, what? Then like I spend 6,000, then what you want me to do? Are you gonna sponsor me? I mean, if you're gonna sponsor me more than 6,000, I don't mind. But essentially, it's like I said just now, it's really like you can buy whatever you want. I think the sad thing about the cycling, like in Singapore right now, is if you don't ride a high-end bike, you're slow. Like I think there's a lot of people mindset, which is very, very wrong because essentially like you play for the sport. You don't play for the parts. You don't play because you are using a Dura-Ace Di2. And I have seen a lot of people being outcasted because of this issue, which is kind of sad, but I don't really care.
Maybe you should start a movement.
But the thing is, I don't really care. Just say whatever you want. End of the day, I spend my own hard-earned 6,000 if you're not going to give me that 6,000, then
Okay. Speaking of which, sorry, I just want to deviate a little bit, right? On your YouTube channel, I know you've been doing quite a lot of reviews.
okay.
I'm just curious, do you pay for those or do you buy those products
Yes,
and you do
I
your
do.
review or people send things to you?
Nobody has sent me anything. If anybody wants to send me anything, please send me. Please. But yeah, nobody has sent me anything.
What do you
so
think
far.
has been the best and worst product you've reviewed? Just curious.
Best so far is the Mergin TPU tube. The one that Nat gave me.
Mm.
I think that compared to a lot of other TPU tubes, right, that has been one of the better TPU tubes.
Better meaning doesn't puncture or it rolls better?
First of all, is like it gives me a better sense of security compared to right now one, right? Okay, sadly, right now one, it really feels like plastic bag. But if you were to take the Mergin one, it feels like a latex, in between it's like Tubolito.
Mm.
It's way thicker. So in that sense, it already gives you that sense of security that is better.
Mm.
And then just the overall construction of the area around the valve was a lot better compared to even tubes like Victoria latex. Yeah.
Mm.
So considering that the tube is 30 grams, I think it's quite worth lah. It's only $15.
And the worst product you've reviewed?
None of it was really bad, honestly speaking.
Okay.
Yeah, none of it was really bad.
Okay. So people go check out his YouTube channel. He does reviews of products.
Yeah,
And then send him things.
Send me things because I got no more money to buy stuff.
But then you must maintain your honesty, People send you things, you still need to, if it's bad.
I think that's one of my main selling points. Because a lot of people have came up to me, like on the road, right? Then they just, hey, this guy tell me this product, very, very good, very, very good. Then why you say it's bad? Then I'm like, because it's shit. Like, I got to be very honest.
Then companies wouldn't send you things. They'll be like, oh, I just want you to say good things about me. Because as a company, obviously, I want you to say good things and promote my product.
That's very true. But the thing is, I don't want to lie to people and say, this is good, buy it, just so that I can earn money. It's like, people send you, okay, if the company send you things, they want you to like promote their stuff so that you can gain revenue and they can gain revenue. But the thing is, I don't believe it in a sense that if I don't believe this product, why would I use it?
Yeah.
Like if I don't want to use it, I won't let other people use it. Like I'm still trying to I still haven't bought the SIG Plus pump, the one that we were talking about, right? And I have seen it in action and it's really quite good. So that's one thing that sadly they don't want to send to me. But
have you tried asking them?
Yes, but sadly no. But
okay.
It's okay. But that one is like those kind of products, if you were to bring it over and I really think that it's good, then I would say, okay, it's good. But if it's shit, then it's shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, to be very fair.
Okay, I look forward to your next review.
Must have the budget first.
Okay, so let's go to the main highlight of today's episode.
Which one is the sleeping seatpost?
Yes, let's do that one. A lot of people ask, right? Maybe it's a very big known issue. Maybe you've been talking about it a lot on my Discord channel.
Okay.
Why does your seat post keep slipping? From Ascend bikes, why your bike so many problems? Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of questions on that that slipping seat post. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so from what I know, right, according to Vincent, I'm the only person in Singapore that has this constant issue. But the thing is, overseas there are a lot of people on forums or whatever saying that there is this slipping seat post issue. I have tried everything, right? Carbon paste, not every, but a lot of carbon paste brands. I've tried it. It doesn't work. It still slips. Like if you go through a very, very hard bump, it will just drop like 1 mm, 2 mm. And it's freaking irritating. It's irritating because...
I can imagine.
Yeah. And like, I kind of have a black tape somewhere there just so that like, I know whether my seat post slips or not. Like, it has come to that point. But I really want to thank Vincent because like, even though I didn't buy from him, he has constantly been trying to help me out with this issue.
Technically, he can just reject you and just say, sorry, you didn't buy from me.
Yeah, correct.
Go back to...
So that's why I'm like, ever since the start, I was like, I always time, paise. Because it's really like, I'm really damn grateful because he has always been trying to help me out.
So what's the resolution? There's no resolution. So what did he, when you send it to him, what does he do?
So he did a lot of, he told me he did testings. I don't know exactly what testings he did, but he probably has done some stuff and it still drops. He recently passed me some rubbery grip tape kind of thing.
Something like what they did on the Canyon, I think.
I think so. Yeah, it's to put inside the frame.
Yeah.
So that it fills up the gap, right? And then he told me, contact SEKA directly. But it has been 20 days and they haven't replied my email. So it's like, where am I going? I have no idea.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, if there was going to be any more issues, bye-bye.
Mm.
Like really bye-bye.
That's the irritating thing, man, about
Exactly.
buying this kind of bikes and then they've got voids here and there, slipping seat posts. Come on, man.
But
That's the QC.
No, but the problem is like, this is your main... Okay, for me, I feel like this is your main product.
Mm.
You can't even get it right. Or like, yes, there's QC issues, but then your customer service cannot even get things done.
Because you just want to run away from it.
Yeah. Then it's like, what am I going... What, as me as a user, is going to... Like,
Yeah.
what am I going to do? I'm just stuck here now.
Right.
That's why I'm really damn grateful for Vincent, because he has been like trying to help me out.
I wonder if anyone who's watching who owns the SEKA has this issue. If you do, please comment in this video and we can have
Yes. help
we
me.
will know how many people. And if you have the issue, how do you solve it? So in the forums, when people say that they've got this issue, did anyone say how they resolve it?
A lot of people say they just put carbon paste.
And
But
it
like
works.
that's a normal procedure. What?
Sorry, one more thing. We also mentioned about the manual, how they changed the torquing amount of torque, right? You said it was initially 6 and then they said
Correct,
8 and then go back to 6 or something.
So apparently on the previous edition of the frame, like maybe previous years, the online manual says that there's a plastic wedge inside there, right? So that bolt by right was supposed to be 8 Newton meters. But on the frame right now, it says 6. So when Vincent called SEKA, asked like, can we push it up? He said can. The limit is 8. But even at 8, it's still dropping. Then it's not my problem anymore.
Just talk it some more, man.
Then crack, then become my problem. Then it's like now I'm at 8 because you told me to put at 8.
Yeah.
So anything happens, it's your fault. But if I
Oh,
were to go
man.
8.59, then it becomes my problem. And I don't want it to become my problem where I have to buy another frame.
So now when you go and ride and it's bumpy, it slips.
It's like a gamble. May or may not.
God.
Yeah, it may or may not slip. But it has come to a point where it slips very minimally. So it's like 1 or 2 mm. So it's like barely noticeable. So it's still okay.
But when you pedal, you definitely feel it.
Yeah, a bit.
Wow, okay. Any more issues with your bike? Sorry.
No.
Just the slipping seat
Yeah, just the
post.
slipping seat post, honestly.
Okay. From Net. It's a known China brand. Would you recommend? It's a known China brand. Would you recommend this?
I mean, why not, right? I mean, it's cheap. Like, honestly, it's very, very cheap. And comparing to like any other high-end brand, it's a fraction of a price.
Mm.
And and because now it's very well known, more people are willing to purchase it. So yes, I would recommend it.
Okay. This is just a funny one. So I forgot to point out from this user, must be your friend. Why does a seat post drop faster than you drop people? There's a roast. You don't have to comment if you don't want to.
I don't even drop people. I'm so slow. Like, I don't even drop people.
That's why your seat post drop faster than you drop people.
Okay. That makes sense now. That makes more sense now.
The saddle to bar drop is insane. How tall are you and what's the frame size? So you said you were 100 and
183
and this is frame size is
M. So
M,
it's
which
like a
is
52, 54.
can't be a 52, maybe 54.
Probably 54, I guess.
Yeah, and then the cockpit, because it's a one-piece integrated one, right?
Correct.
You get to choose sizes?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I hate the integrated cockpit. Yeah.
Because?
I regret buying an integrated cockpit.
Why?
You can't change the handlebar, you can't change the stem.
But it's sleek and it's light.
But in case of like, sometimes you might have issues. Like, because for me, I didn't go for a bike fit, right? So I won't know like what's the stem length or whatever. And I'm pretty sure majority of the people wouldn't have went for a bike fit.
Hmm.
So it's like, if you go online, then you just select, okay, 100 mm stem, 40, like 400 mm handlebar. Then it comes and then like, you can't change the stem.
Yeah.
That's $300 down the drain.
Hmm.
Or like 400. Now he's laughing at me. So it's like, if you were to get 2-piece, then you can change the stem, you can change the handlebar.
Yeah.
Then I think it's like, for your own sake, it's better.
But like I said, it doesn't look sleek. That's why a lot of people get integrated. Like it's one piece, meant to be with the frame.
Correct. But the thing is, the sleekness is for aerodynamics.
Yeah.
But I also don't ride as fast as CCACHE, then like, what's the point? Right? It's like, it doesn't matter. I mean,
True.
to me, it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. And a lot of people mention how heavy your bike is.
I have no idea how heavy my bike is.
Guess
7.9?
7.9. I don't think it's
We-
7.9. I think it's lighter.
Let's go and test it out later.
Yeah.
I really have no idea.
I think it's lighter. Because when I posted on IG, I think you told me 7.9 around
Correct.
there, so I posted 7.9. But I don't think it is. Okay, do people hate on your bike because it's simply made in China?
Yes. I actually got, okay, story time. I actually got somebody that was riding a Pina.
Mm.
We went up Mount Faber and then he laughed at me. He was like, hey bro, your bike.
And you don't know this guy?
I have no idea. I have no clue who this guy is.
Seriously?
Yeah, I have no clue. That's why I say like Singapore cycling industry is that's like Singapore cycling community is like it's getting worse from when I first started.
Yeah.
Then it's like the guy he just came out and said, hey bro, your bike, China bike, you go up will break or not? So I went up faster than him. Then I asked him, bro, your leg breaking. And it's like it's so messed up. But then again, why not?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Very nasty.
I actually get quite a bit of hate because of this.
Okay, never mind, you just drop them.
Make
Make sure it drops.
Seatpost drop first.
No, that's why you make sure you drop them faster than your Seatpost drops.
I will try.
Besides the slipping Seatpost, what else do you hate about your bike?
I hate that it's white. I regret the white a lot.
But you chose it.
Because it looks nice. It looks nice on photo. It looks nice on display. Everything looks nice.
And you don't like it because it's hard to clean?
Like, I'm pretty sure you have seen some of the scratches and all that, right? The
Mm.
scratches are so prominent. The cracks are very prominent. And then, like, everything is just very obvious.
Mm.
So, yeah, that's the
Okay.
sad part.
How old are you?
12.
12, nice. Describe the geometry of this bike.
Very, I'll say it's very aero. Okay, then again, I messed up because I cut quite a bit of the stereo tube out. So, then again, it's because I never go for bike fit. So, go for bike fit, okay. But yeah, I just decided that just slam then go, right?
Yeah.
So it became quite aggressive. But I was still able to hold the position, luckily.
What's with the 105 crank? You say it's the Ultegra Di2.
Because my
No.
power meter is 105.
Huh?
My left-sided power meter,
Uh-huh.
I brought it over from my previous bike. So my previous bike had a left-sided 105 power meter.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this group set without the crank. So I bought the crank on my own. And I didn't want to have a mismatch 105 Ultegra left and right. So I bought a
But what's wrong with that?
I just don't like.
No, but okay, so the left is a 105, 105 power meter, but the right, it look nicer if it's Ultegra, right?
But I don't like it. Because then one side says 105, then the other side says Ultegra.
But this is more prominent than the left. Like people look at it, oh, Ultegra.
Yes, I guess.
That's what I did to my previous SL6. I changed the crank to a Dura Ace.
Okay, I get where that is coming from, but it's like my OCD starts to kick in. Then it's like, I see already, I'm very uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, I can see why a lot of people do that.
So you sold off the Ultegra crank arm?
No, I didn't get, when I got it from my friend, I didn't get that crank because he was using the crank on his current bike. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just went to buy it myself.
Last question is, where do you buy parkours in Singapore?
Sadly, the shop closed down. I think, okay, there used to be that shop beside the Blue Balls Cafe at Pasir Panjang. I can't remember what's the shop called.
They sell Aurum, right?
I think so, yeah. Yes, they
They
sell Aurum.
used to be at Sentosa.
Yes,
They were selling BMC.
correct. And then, sadly, the shop closed down. I think they are the only retailer for parkours in Singapore. Yeah.
Not popular lah.
Sadly, yeah.
Do you think it's the reason why it's not popular? Does any performance?
Because Singapore people is too rich.
Mm.
They're all too rich. So everybody is either on Zip or MV. You know?
Hey, no. No, what's the other one? Princeton. Let me push away
Yes,
the...
Princeton.
No,
Yes.
no envy.
Princeton. Everybody has money to spend.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would they buy $1,900 wheel when they can spend 3,000-4,000 and then tell people that they are slow on times?
Right. Your GoPro is still running. I thought it would have died.
I also thought
Am I going to be on your vlog?
I don't think so.
Why not?
You have to ask her. She settled the angle.
Okay, I hope I'm in your vlog. Okay, so that's it.
Sure.
You guys want to check out all his reviews and stuff. Marco, right? Cycles.
Yes.
Michael Cycles. His YouTube channel. Thank you for coming.
No problem.
Before I end this, I always give my guests extra airtime if there's anything you would like to promote, speak about that I missed. This is your free airtime.
Okay, so
If anyone watches until this end.
so I guess okay, my channel is very small. And all I do is really very, very honest things. And I do a lot of stuff where it's just nonsense with my friends. So sadly, that isn't a very big niche. But if you're interested to see quite nonsense stuff, then go ahead.
Okay. You're on Instagram as well?
Yes, I am.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Alright.
Except TikTok. Yeah.
Why?
TikTok flooded with all the xiaomei, then I come up, then like people see already also sian, right?
I'm also on TikTok, what?
That's why, but your TikTok not,
It's all snippets from, I get on my IG.
but it's not as popular as the xiaomei dancing.
Yeah, of
So
course, of course. Maybe I should start
imagine
dancing.
they scroll, xiaomei, then
No, one guy in
one
mask.
guy
bicycle.
in mask, yeah. Next. It's like, a bit sad lah.
That's why my audience are generally the older generation.
Your audience are those with SL7s, then shitting on people spending $6,000.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know who they are.
Sadly, sad but true.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Alright, let's get a photo.
And I lost myself again. You hit it just like a drug. This time I